What is going on YouTube? Today we are going to get into my quick thoughts on every single series that happened in the group stages of NA Open 4. So let's get right into it. We'll start with Group A. You'll notice Gen G versus Power Rangers. Not too much thoughts on this one. Easy win for Gen G. 3-0 sweep. Justin looked good. Rebellion versus Strictly Business. This was my surprise of the day, because Rebellion and Swiss on this past Sunday did not look good. They went Game 5 in every single one of their wins, and the series that they lost was against Team Evo, where they got swept. They just didn't look like a team. This series against Strictly Biz, they looked like they had a game plan, and they executed it, and they looked comfortable. And yeah, they just executed well, and I hope that form keeps up. Next up, Ultimates versus SimTalk +1. SimTalk +1 thrown together last minute. They're just not going to be a team like Ultimates that has been playing together much longer, and every single one of the players on the Ultimates is just better individually as well. So it's just not going to happen for SimTalk. But next up is Space Station versus Team Evo. This one was a little surprising. I thought Space Station would win, but I thought Team Evo would at least put up a game or two. But I was wrong. I mean, Kofer looks like he was the right choice for this SSG team, and they look good. They look composed. Now down to the lower quarterfinals. Power Rangers versus Strictly Biz. Again, easy 3-0 sweep for Strictly Biz. Should never be close, and it wasn't this time. Don't think it ever will be. Other lower quarterfinal, Team Evo versus SimTalk +1. Team Evo comes out with a win. Again, same thing with SimTalk +1. Individually, they're great players, and every once in a while they have great moments together. But those great moments can only add up to one game in a series like this. Team Evo is just consistent. They have a frustrating play style. They're gonna win that until SimTalk +1 scrim more often and have more of a game plan. Let's head up to the upper semifinals. Gen G versus Rebellion. This one was hyped up because of the trade where Gen G now has Justin and Rebellion now has Reddles. Because of the Rebellion Strictly Business series, I thought this would be more of a fight, but Gen G pretty easily dismantled Rebellion. Rebellion looked good in about the first 30 seconds. I think she scored first in the first game, but once Gen G scored, they didn't look back from there. They were just the better team. I think once Rebellion has some more time under them, they will put up more of a fight. But right now, Gen G is systematic. They've placed Justin right into the system. They're just better. Next series, Ultimates Space Station. Here's another surprise of the day. This is actually the series we're watching right now from Kofer's point of view. But Ultimates coming off of a finals appearance at the Birmingham Major, looking like world contenders, and Space Station not even making the major, making a trade for Kofer in place of Frosty, and then Space Station won 3-1. I think on paper Ultimates should win this more often, but SSG just looked good. I think Kofer, especially on ball, he is scary, and I think he cares a little more than Frosty, and he is less afraid as the series goes on or at least he helps SSG be less afraid of teams that are technically better. And so the whole time, it didn't look like pressure was getting them to anything. Obviously, it's just group stages, but still an important matchup. And so SSG just looked good, and I think this is the play style they're playing is something they can continue to recreate. Their floor has been raised because of Kofer. So because of that, Ultimates head down to the lower semifinals and play Strictly Biz. Easy win for the Ultimates. They probably should have dropped a game against Strictly Business, but I mean, they came out with a win, so it doesn't matter too much. Don't have too much thoughts there. Rebellion Team Evo. This matchup happened in the Swiss, like I talked about earlier, and Team Evo swept Rebellion. But credit to Rebellion, they've obviously been putting in the work. This time, as opposed to when they played Gen G, they came out with their game plan and mostly stuck to it. They definitely, I mean, the reason this went 5 games is because they definitely gave into the pressure at some moments and gave up some things that they just shouldn't be. But they came out to the win, and they are headed to the playoffs that are happening tomorrow. But this replay just ended, so we're going to get into the next replay and then into Group B. Okay, now we are on the Gen G versus Shopify match here from Justin's point of view as we get into talking about what happened in Group B. First match of the day for Group B was Complexity versus Deleted, a surprisingly close series. I will say Frosty is the new player on Complexity, and he definitely did not look comfortable, but talent-wise, just individually, Complexity players are just better than the ones on Deleted, mostly. So they could just win based off of that. Frosty on ball and going for solo plays was definitely scary. But team-wise, synergy-wise, wasn't really there. But they do come out with a win in Game 5. Next series, Pirates versus 9 Lives. I was so disappointed in Poab here because Open 3, I mean, the top 4, you got to continue that momentum. But they couldn't come out with a win against the 9 Lives, now with Zanil in place of Kofer. Yeah. Next up, NRG versus What's Up. I didn't watch this one because obviously one-sided. I'm surprised Energy even dropped a game here with how good Energy looked Swiss. But I mean, they come out with the win, so it doesn't really matter. Next up, the Boys versus Na. There wasn't even a stream for any of this, so I didn't get to watch any of it, so I have no thoughts. The Boys won and moved on. Lower quarterfinals, Deleted versus Poab. Again, disappointed in Poab, man. They are better than this. They should be playing better, but credit to Deleted. They definitely play as a team very well. They have some good chemistry. And, I mean, they can make it far with that. But I do wish Poab could continue their form from Open 3. Last series in the lower quarterfinals was What's Up versus Knob. Again, not really any thoughts on this. Now won 3-2. Looked like it was a close series. Didn't watch much of it. Don't have much thoughts. Now up to Complexity versus 9 Lives to qualify for the playoffs. This is where Frosty started to look a little better with the team. And so they were able to take down 9 Lives 3-1. Yeah, I mean, Complexity just looked better than the first series. Hopefully they keep that form up. And 9 Lives, I don't have much thoughts on them. I still think Zanil's underrated, but obviously they're still figuring it out. So hopefully they'll be on the uptrend. Energy versus the Boys. You'll see a forfeit there from the Boys because Evo's internet went down. So Energy qualified based off of a forfeit. Lower semifinals, same thing. Evo's internet out. Boys have forfeit and Deleted move on to the playoffs because of it. Last series of the day, 9 Lives versus Na. Way closer than it should be for 9 Lives. I mean, 9 Lives is just a better team. And Na were somehow really good on defense. But that was it. So 9 Lives could slowly take care of them, and it just worked out. So yeah, the matchups tomorrow, the first match of the day will be 9 Lives versus Rebellion. This could be interesting because both have a recent roster change. Shopify with Reddles, as I said, and 9 Lives with Neil. I mean, 9 Lives don't look good, and Rebellion don't look good. And yet, here they are in the playoffs. So, I mean, who am I to judge? I honestly don't even know what to predict for that, so I'm not even going to try. Yeah, I don't know. If 9 Lives look like they did during the Strictly Biz series, if they stick to their play style and don't regress when they are under pressure, then they should win this, I think. But 9 Lives, Chicago and Hoxer are a good duo. So, I mean, it's going to be rough for Rebellion. I honestly don't know how it's going to go. We will see. Next match of the day will be Ultimates versus Deleted. Should be an easy Ultimates like sweep. Sorry to Deleted. Maybe they'll take a game, but Ultimates they're just better. Complexity versus Space Station in the upper quarterfinals. This was quite interesting because Frosty was kicked from SSG and is now on Complexity, so there's a grudge match there. That should be a lot of hype. But I just gotta say, Space Station look more connected. Complexity still got some things to work on. They don't look as consistent as they did when they had Race Bowl. So we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking Space Station will win it though. NRG versus Genji. I think this will actually be a fight. Energy is better. But Genji has looked really good. So I think this will be a game 6 or 7. But Energy is going to win that. And I mean, perfect timing. As you can see here, the replay has ended. And those are my thoughts on every single series that happened in the group stages. Let me know what you guys think. Who surprised you the most? Who disappointed you? Just let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe if you want me to keep up the consistent content. And I will see you all in the next video.